Happy Halloween! Okay, so I was gonna do like some fun makeup or like a costume for this, but it turns out that I have to work in like 2 hours, so I don't have time. Anyways, since it is Halloween, I have promised you guys a special Halloween writing video, so here it is. Today I'm going to be doing the All Hallows write tag. So this is obviously a tag meant for writers to talk about your upcoming manuscript or the manuscript that you're working on, and also talk about Halloween and have a lot of fun with Halloween. So this tag was actually created by Sam Cassay, who is working on, I believe, her first fantasy novel. So that's exciting. Okay, so there are 2 rules. So the first rule is that you have to provide a brief description of your novel before starting, and the second rule is you're not allowed to use the same character more than 3 times when answering a question. Okay, so first, my novel. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that my main novel that I'm working on is Roses, and it is about my 2 main characters, Egret and Christopher, and one night they meet at a business gala hosted by Egret's boss, and then Christopher's father makes a business deal that basically makes them business partners, so they have to work with that, and their relationship builds upon having to see more and more of each other, and also seeing each other outside of work and dealing with what the business world entails while keeping their relationship going. So truly all I can say without giving out a lot, my first chapter is available on my website. The link is in the description, so if you want to get like a little more bit of a feel for it. But yes, it is, I've been calling it a new adult contemporary, and I'm super excited to for real finish it because it's still got a little bit of work. So anyways, let's get right into this tag. So the first question is, it's Halloween night. What is your protagonist dressed up as? So my protagonist is Egret. I only wanted to do one for this. So, you know, she's kind of quiet. She kind of keeps to herself unless she's with Christopher. Christopher has really been able to unlock this other side of her. But I think if Egret was to go out for Halloween, you know, she likes books a little bit more than she likes people, so I think she'd probably go as her favorite book character, which would be from her favorite fantasy series. So she'd be like an elf or like a princess or something like that. But everyone's like, oh, you're a princess, and she'd be like, no, I'm actually da 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 from this novel. Like, you know, she'd really, really put effort into it. And if there was a movie of the book, she'd go book version and not movie. She'd like stay so true to that book version. So that would be fun to see her costume. The second question is, who in your cast refuses to dress up and shows up at the Halloween party without a costume? That would be Brandon, because he sucks. He'd show up probably wearing his work suit, and he'd use it as like a business opportunity to get more clients and to like schmooze. And, you know, he'd just be like a stick in the mud. Everyone would be like having fun drinking with all their costumes and like crazy hair and everything, and he'd just be like, who can I get money out of tonight? Yeah, so he would suck, you know, and it wouldn't even be like, oh, I forgot to have a costume. No, he just would come in a suit just because he's kind of an ass, but whatever. Number 3, which character wears the most outrageous costume, and what would it be? Benny. Benny would wear the most outrageous costume. He's very unpredictable. You don't really, and in the way where you don't really know what he's thinking, you don't really know what he's gonna do next, and he's the kind of person where he'll always have like a super elaborate, super thought out costume, but he wouldn't tell anyone. He'd keep it a secret. Like, he'd have his costume planned for the next year on Halloween. He'd be like, oh yeah, I'm this year, but next year's gonna be even better, and he already be like start working on it kind of thing, but he wouldn't tell anyone what he was gonna be, so everyone else would be super excited, be like, oh, what's Benny gonna dress up as, what's Benny gonna dress up as. He would also stay like super current. No one realizes how he stays so current. So this year he'd probably go as like a homemade like dragon from Game of Thrones. Like, he would make the dragon costume and it would look amazing, and everyone would be like, Benny, you've outdone yourself. But then next year it would be like, Benny, I thought last year was good, but this year you've outdone yourself, and just like forever. Like, he's that kind of person. Number 4, on Halloween, werewolves, vampires, and zombies are on the prowl. Which of your characters gets caught in their clutches, and which creature are they subsequently turned into? I really like this question. So that's number 4, so probably Joseph. I feel like he's just one of those people that is always inconvenienced. You know, like he'll be the person where he'll park somewhere that says like park anytime, and he'd still get a ticket for like some minuscule reason, and he'd just like be like, oh, it's just something I gotta deal with. So I feel like if anything bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to Joseph. And I feel like it would be a zombie. I feel like, you know, he'd be like right next to patient 0 and not even know it, and then just get bit and still not know what's going on, but then just, you know, be a zombie and be like, oh, I guess this is my life now. So that would be Joseph, unfortunately. Poor guy. 5, who wins the costume contest for best costume? Leona. Leona, who is Egret's older sister, would definitely win, just because she'd put so much time and energy to it. Plus, she'd also have her costume match with her husband and her son. Like, they'd have like one of those amazing family costumes, and they'd just be like too adorable not to win. You know, like, they'd be like, it would be like Princess Leia and Han Solo, and then their son would be like Yoda or like Luke, or like they'd all have the same genre of costume, and it just looks so cute, and I'd be like, hey, they win, they put so much effort in it, they're adorable. So that's why they would win, definitely. Who hands out toothbrushes to the trick-or-treaters? Gadir. Gadir would totally hand out like, no question. As soon as I read this, I was like, it would be Gadir. So her family doesn't celebrate Halloween, but she's one of those people that wants to be involved. Like, she'd feel too bad if she just hid in her house and didn't answer the door for trick-or-treaters. And she also would have the mindset where she'd be like, you know what? All these kids are gonna get is candy tonight. I should probably give something for the parents to know that someone's looking out for their teeth. And it wouldn't be like in like a malicious sort of way. It's like, hey, you guys wanted candy, here's a toothbrush. She'd honestly think that that's what kids would want, is a toothbrush to just help them out with all this candy. But she comes from like a completely innocent, like, I love her. She would definitely hand out toothbrushes to these children. And I don't even think they'd be mad, because she'd just do it in like such a sweet way. They'd be like, thanks. An avocado. Thanks. That's what would happen. Which 2 of your characters decide to pair up and do an angel devil costume together? Hector and Andre would definitely do that, because they are like, Andre would hand make the costumes and Hector would wear them. Like, wear his costume, because he just loves Andre that much. Like, you know, he'd be like, I don't really care, I don't really want to dress up, but you spent all this time making me this costume, I will wear it and I will rock it just for you. I think Andre would definitely be the angel and Hector would be the devil, and they'd just be so cute and everyone would be like, but they do it like every year kind of thing. But Andre would definitely remake the costumes every year to make them better, because he would do that. Andre's a fixer and Hector loves him, so he goes along with whatever. Okay, so number 8. Someone is too scared to even attend the Halloween party. Who is it? This, honestly, I feel so bad. This doesn't fit any of my characters. I don't think any of them would be like super freaked out. Maybe Gadir again, just because she doesn't celebrate Halloween, so she'd be more shocked than anything. I don't think she'd be scared. She'd just be like, what are all these costumes? People do this? This is ridiculous. Like, you know, she'd be kind of like that kind of person. But no one would be scared to go. No one's really that nervous in my book. So, number 9. Who overdoses on Halloween candy and ends up 6? Chris, no contest. That boy has no self-control. No self-control. He can't do anything in moderation. He would just, you know, Egret would be like, okay, pace yourself, and an hour in, Chris would be like, I need to go home, I'm sick. I'm so sick. And Egret would be like, fine. And she would seriously consider just driving, like, taking him home and then going back to the party, but she'd probably end up by making sure that he was alright. And final question, number 10. Which character is most likely to place a curse or hex on someone, and who would they curse? So Egret would probably be the person to do that. But she's a little bit more self-destructive than anything. But if she had to place, she would definitely place a curse on her boss, Carl. Like, just because he's kind of, you know? If it was anyone, it would be him. But she has a little bit more self-destructive tendencies than hurting others, so if she could place a hex on herself, she probably would. And not like by accident. Like, she'd just do it. She'd be like, whatever, she'll just take it. But if she had to place it on someone else, it would definitely be Carl. Yes. Okay, so that is the All Hallows Right tag. And I was really excited to do this because I realized on here that I haven't really told you guys all that much about my actual characters in Roses. So I really hope that this was like a fun way to start introducing you guys to my characters. And so again, I wanted to thank Sam Casse for making this tag. It was really fun. I had fun just sitting down, reading the questions, and picking which characters would go with that. So I had fun. Before I sign off, I just wanted to say that this past weekend I was at C4 Central Canada Comic Con in Winnipeg, and I had a blast. I had my own table, and I just wanted to thank everyone that came out, everyone that talked to me. I was handing out business cards and talking about my book a lot, and I just had a lot of fun. So I want to thank everyone that stopped and talked to me and seemed to actually have an interest in what I was doing. So thank you guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it again next year, but we will see. We will see. Yes, so please comment what you thought in this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday. And once again, happy Halloween. If you are going out trick-or-treating, please stay warm and stay safe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!